Good day. My name is Martin Schweiger, and I will today walk you through our Marketing and Sales Bootcamp Lesson 3. This is an introductory course on how to increase the revenues of a company. In Lesson 3, we will talk about landing page technology and pay-per-click or PPC. This lesson is for nerds and for non-nerds. Let's recap Lesson 1. There are only 3 ways to increase the revenues of a company. First, sell at a higher price. Second, sell more to the existing customers. Or find more new customers. And in this lesson, we will focus on finding more new customers. As we are working with the internet, we have to obey to the law of big numbers. And in sales, we refer to the sales funnel. The sales funnel has a triangular shape, and on the top layer there are the leads. We have a number of leads which will be converted into opportunities. The opportunities undergo several sales stages. Usually we have about 9 interactions until we can close a deal. This is often overlooked. Most salespeople stop to work on their opportunities after 2 or 3 contacts. But this is only mentioned in a sideline. So if we have 100 leads, these 100 leads are boiled down to 50 opportunities. And these 50 opportunities are converted into about 5 deals won. If we want to increase our sales, we have to increase the deals won. And in order to do that, we will need to increase the number of opportunities to 500, for example. In order to obtain 500 opportunities, we will need to put in 1000 leads. So the goal is clear. We will need to increase the number of fresh leads. We will show you how to do that using Google search. This is a typical Google search result page. We have done a search for office rental because this is our example here. This search returns the following results. We have 4 search results, which are also called ads, and I'm magnifying this view here. So these are the 4 ads from the left side, and they have all this ad symbol shown here. This ad sign tells us that this search result has been surfaced because someone has bought the keywords here, office rental, so that his ad would be displayed first. In addition to the paid advertisements here, there is also an organic search result. This is the result of a search engine optimization, SEO, which we do not recommend. And in addition to that, there's a Google Maps here, and the Google businesses in that area of Singapore are listed here. We will talk about the pay-per-click Google ads that are shown on the right side here. Let's recap our marketing channels. Where do we put our marketing money? We don't have many choices. First, there's unidirectional advertising. Unidirectional advertising is often done in newspapers, and you see the advertisement in the lower part of this page for hamburgers. The problem with unidirectional advertising is that we have no information whatsoever on the return on investment. This is why we don't want it. Another marketing channel is public relations. The editor may or may not write something good about our product here in the text of the newspaper. There is no ROI on that. This is why we don't want it. In addition to these 2 channels, we have direct response marketing and referral marketing, of which we will use direct response marketing in the present case. We will show you how to use Google AdWords for generating direct response marketing. Google AdWords runs in the internet. And I have drawn a cloud here with the Google search engine and the Google AdWords. We have a user in Singapore. Our target age is 30 to 55. Our user wants to rent office space in Singapore. Then we have a company A that wants to rent out office space in Singapore. So potentially these 2 are a match. The company has a landing page, and the landing page comes with a call to action. We don't use the Google search engine here, we use the Google AdWords, and when our user does a Google search for office rental or rent office or some other similar keyword, the Google AdWords search engine would redirect the search to the company landing page here. If the landing page has a nice design, our user will click on the call to action button, which will send him free content, but only after he left his email address, which will be forwarded to the company. The email address triggers a new lead for the sales funnel. And this is shown here. We have a sales funnel, an additional one. The targeting has been done by the company that has booked the Google AdWords. This would reduce the number of searches to specific targets. The next reduction is done by choosing the right keywords. Our company has chosen the keywords office rental, rent office, and some other keywords. Then the Google AdWords search engine would redirect this search to the company landing page, but only if our user has clicked on the right ad. This conversion can be improved by improving the ad copy, which means the language that is used in our Google ad. Once our user has reached the landing page, he may or may not click the CTA button. If he does so, we have converted a new lead for our normal sales funnel. Let's look at a few Google numbers and let's crunch them. In August 2017, there were 7 billion people worldwide, of which 3.5 billion are internet users. Of these 3.5 billion internet users, about 50% are Google users. And these 1.75 billion Google users do 3.5 billion Google searches per day. This is a lot. Now, we have 7 billion people on the earth and 5 million people in Singapore. This means there are about 2.5 million Google searches per day in Singapore, of which 500,000 are in our target range, which is the age of 30 to 55. This is quite a lot. For keywords office rental are about 10 searches per day. For office space, another 10 searches per day, and so on. There are altogether about 50 searches in Singapore per day for office rental in general. And this is how a typical search result looks like. We have our Google Ads here, and you see already the differences in the design of the advertisements. The first ad has 4 lines, the second one has 6 lines, the third one has 5 lines, and so on. So, 20% of those who see our ad will, after having read the ad, click on the ad, which results in about 10 clicks per day. Of these 10 people that are reading our landing page, 20% to 30%, or about 2 to 3 in our case, will click the call to action button. In other words, we attract 2 to 3 new qualified leads per day, and they have all pre-qualified themselves without our interaction. The price for that is a few dollars or a few $1,000s per new lead, and this depends on the market for keywords. These figures are for August 2017 when I have recorded this screencast. So now, let's look at the Google AdWords and the landing page extended sales funnel in more detail. We have about 1.75 billion Google searches per day. By selecting the right targets, we can boil this down to 500k searches per day. By selecting the right keywords, these 500k searches per day in Singapore can be boiled down to about 50 displays of ads. By choosing the right ad copy, we can boil the 50 potential visitors to 10. And of these 10 visitors of our landing page, about 2 to 3 will click on the CTA button, which will generate a new lead for our normal sales funnel. Our sales team can then start to work on these leads and contact them about 9 times until there's a deal won. Just to let you know, there's plenty of room for optimization. In the first place, our sales team would feed back to the landing page team and the Google AdWords team whether or not the leads that they supply are good. This will improve the conversion from leads to deals won. In addition to that, our landing page and Google AdWords team can improve the design and the copy of the landing page. This will increase the number of those landing page visitors that click on the CTA button. In addition to that, we can improve our Google Ads copy. This will increase the number of people who click on the Google ad in the search result page so that they are redirected to our landing page. In addition to that, we can choose better or more expensive keywords. This will increase the number of relevant people to which our Google ad is displayed. You see, a good landing page is never finished. We can optimize a lot. How does this look like in practice? And is there further information available? And the answer is yes, there is. Check out the courses section on my webpage, www.iplawyertools.com. There's a membership, and all course fees come with a 1-month, 100% no question asked money back guarantee that works. My name is Martin Schweiger, and I have just walked you through lesson 3 of our marketing and sales bootcamp. Goodbye.